6 entries up behind the gate. Race 1, Dusty Lane Marina, Full Lunar Eclipse, Ridgefield, Rebel Forever, Record Dallas, and Shaka Tees. They're at the top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Rebel Forever out first, looking for the lead. Dusty Lane Marina down on the inside, driving out of there 2. Full Lunar Eclipse settles into 3. Ridgefield's pacing now out of 4. Record Dallas is 5, and Shaka Tees at the back. They're off the turn, driving down the back stretch to the quarter. On the inside is Dusty Lane Marina. She wants the top. Rebel Forever's parked up on the outside too. Down on the inside, driving now 3 is Full Lunar Eclipse. He takes over 2, settling back into 3 is Rebel Forever. Ridgefield looks at it from 4. Shaka Tees is 5, and Record Dallas trails. Opening quarter in 29 seconds flat. Back to the front end, it's Dusty Lane Marina by 1. Rebel Forever won't sit in the hole. He's up on the outside, coming first over now 2. Driving 3 on the inside is Full Lunar Eclipse. Shaka Tees moves out into the flow, driving at a 4. Ridgefield is 5, and Record Dallas 6. In front of the grandstand to the half, Dusty Lane Marina off the top. Rebel Forever up on the outside, pushes the issue 2. Driving now 3 is Full Lunar Eclipse. Well spotted 4 on the outside is Shaka Tees. Ridgefield 5, and Record Dallas the half 101. They move on now past the 5/8. Dusty Lane Marina still the best. Rebel Forever within 3 parts of a length 2. Full Lunar Eclipse got a perfect trip 3. Shaka Tees looking to go 3 wide and 4. Ridgefield is 5, and Record Dallas down the back stretch past the 3/4. Dusty Lane Marina still the best. Up on the outside, coming quickly now 2 is Shaka Tees. Full Lunar Eclipse looks for room 3. Driving 4, Rebel Forever. Ridgefield is 5, and Record Dallas the 3/4 and 132 and 3. Dusty Lane Marina tries to close it out. Less than an eighth to go. Shaka Tees up on the outside too. Full Lunar Eclipse out of the pocket is 3. Driving through the stretch, it's Dusty Lane Marina up on the outside. Full Lunar Eclipse is bearing down, and it's awful close. Winner of race 1, number 2 in your card, Full Lunar Eclipse. 5-year-old bay pacing gelding by Wanamaker. Owned and trained by Ross Toole. Jim Davis does the driving. Time of the mile, 2, 3, and 4 for number 2, Full Lunar Eclipse. Seven entries behind the gate. GL Bob, Velvet O'Hara, Danger Bear, Hermishi Dino, and VL the Penny. Let's do. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Miramichi out first, looking for the lead. Fascinating up on the outside, driving at 2. Down on the inside, G is 3. 2 fires from the side. 4 is the drive by the first 8. The Miramichi Dino up front. Parked on the 2. Fascination VL. GL Bob looks at it 3. Let's do on the outside 4. Down on the inside, driving Velvet O'Hara. Looking from 6 is Skip the Penny. Back is Danger Bear. Past the open quarter, Miramichi Dino by a half a length. Fascination VL now takes back, settles into 2. GL Bobby looks at it 3. Past due, swings to the outside from 4. Velvet O'Hara is 5. Skip the Penny is 6, and Danger Bear. Opening quarter 29 and 2/5. Miramichi Dino is off the top. Up on the outside, coming quickly now 2 is Past Due. Velvet O'Hara out with cover 3. Down on the inside 4, Fascination VL. Skip the Penny moves with cover in 5. GL Bobby is 6, and Danger Bear. They race past the half on now to the 5/8, and Miramichi Dino still has the inside and the lead. Past Due on the outside, pushing the issue 2. Velvet O'Hara is 3. Down on the inside in 4 is Fascination VL. GL Bobby is 5. Skip the Penny, and Danger Bear down the back stretch to the 3/4, a half a minute and 3/5. Miramichi Dino. Past Due is pressing on the outside too. Velvet O'Hara goes 3 deep in 3. Fascination VL is still there 4. GL Bobby looks for room 5. Skip the Penny 6, and Danger Bear comes 3 deep from the back. They race past the 3/4 in 1:31 and 4, and Past Due shows her nose in front. Down on the inside, fighting back 2 is Miramichino. Velvet O'Hara's in the middle of the racetrack 3. Fascination VL awaits the passing lane 4. Stepping through the stretch, it's past due, coming to the top. Velvet O'Hara up on the outside, Fascination VL at the line. It's going to be past due, getting up. In for 2. Looks like Velvet O'Hara and Fascination VL. Circle now, your unofficial winner of race 2, number 7 in your card, past due. 10-year-old brown pacing, gelding by Cool Wind, owned by Lynn Livingstone, trained by Robert Took. Danny O'Brien does the driving, time of the mile, 2-4 and a fifth for number 7, past due. Nine entries up behind the gate. Race 3, Two Moon Junction, Garvin's Playboy, Davy Crockett, Scotty J, PEI Angel, A Little Wonder, Charlotte's Ruler, Nearly Ready and Pocket Full of Gold. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Scotty J gets the first call off the gate. Down on the inside, driving up now for 2 is Two Moon Junction. Davy Crockett up on the outside is 3. Pocket Full of Gold down the inside is PEI Angel on the outside is 5. Garvin Playboy 6. A Little Wonder passing at a 7. Charlotte's Ruler looks at it from 8. And Nearly Ready at the back. They drive down the back stretch to the quarter. Scotty J up front. Two Moon Junction gets a good trip but a 2. Pocket Full of Gold 3. PEI Angel up on the outside is 4. Davy Crockett gets a parking ticket at 5. Garvin's Playboy is 6. A Little Wonder looks. Charlotte's Ruler is 8, and Nearly Ready at the back. The opening quarter in 31 seconds flat. Past the 3/8, it's still Scotty J by 1. 2 is still there. Pocket Full of Gold looks at it for 3. Up on the outside, 4 is Garvin's Playboy. PEI Angel down on the inside is 5. Moving to the outside, 6 Charlotte. Nearly Ready. Now 2. J, a half 1-0. 2 Moons 2. Pop. Garvin's 4. PE down on the inside 5. Winding up 6 is Charlotte's Ruler. Looking at it 7. Ready a Little Crockett down to the 3. Scotty J has moving up side for 2. Pocket Full of Gold. Function drops 3. Playboy is on the extreme. 5 is down the side. Nearly Ready in PEI Angel. A Little One at the back. Crockett the 3 quarters and 1, 3 and 1. Scotty J is destroying this field off the top turn. He has 15 open points. The race will be for 2. Scotty J is pulling away and opening up. Up on the side coming on for 2 is A Little Wonder in between horses. Charlotte Ruler. It looks Wonder 2, a Pocket Full of Gold, be 3. Now is your winner of race 3, number 4, J. Your all brown Herods. Owned by Stan Dyson, trained by Dave Pinkney, 2-4, and a 5th for Scotty J. It's in motion. I can't tell who they are anymore. Eight entries up behind the gate. Race 4, Reactor Nuclear, Donnelly Finesse, Night Orchid, Classic Charm, Hats Off Heartwood, Landover, Miss Ruby Mac, and Canal Street. They're at the top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Classic Charm gets the first call off the gate. Reactor Nuclear driving at a 2. Donnelly Finesse takes back, settles into 3. Hats Off Heartwood in the middle of the racetrack is 4. Driving 5 is Landover. Night Orchid looks at it from 6. They're off the turn. Driving down the back stretch to the quarter on the front end is Classic Charm. Up on the outside, Reactor Nuclear. Pacing on the outside now is 2. Hats Off Heartwood 3. Dolly Finesse is 4. Night Orchid is 5. Coming up on the outside quickly now for 6 is Miss Ruby Mack. Driving a 7 is Landover and Canal Street at the back. They race past the quarter in 30 3/5. It's Classic Charm by 1. Nuclear Reactier driving a 2. Miss Ruby Mack up on the outside 3. Hats Off Heartwood is 4. Night Orchid 5. Dolly Finesse is 6. Landover moves 7 in Canal Street. They race in front of the grandstand in pairs. It's Classic Charm up front. Miss Ruby Mack up on the outside 2. Night Orchid got the cover 3. Reactor Nuclear is 4. Hats Off Heartwood 5. Landover 6. Dolly Finesse and Canal Street. Half raced in 102 and 1. They move now to the 5/8. It's still Classic Charm. Miss Ruby Mack on the outside is still there too. Their Nuclear down on the inside is 3. Night Orchid 4. Driving 5 along the inside is Hats Off Heartwood. Canal Street makes a big move from the back. They race past the 3/4. It's still Classic Charm. Night Orchid up on the outside, challenging 2. Reactor Nuclear race the top 133 through the snow, and front end that's Classic Charm 2. Hats Off Heartwood down the Reactor. They're driving through the stretch. It's Classic Charm. Hats Off Heartwood. Dolly Finesse up between horses. Nuclear on the inside. It's awful close. We'll have to. Now is your official winner of race 4, number 5 in your card, Hats Off Heartwood. 6-year-old bay pacing horse by Easy Come, Easy Go. Owned by Sheila O'Brien. Trained and driven by Danny O'Brien. He picks up his second win this afternoon, this time with Hats Off Heartwood in 2:04 and a 5th. Seven entries up behind the gate. Race 5, Aiken Hot Heels, Precious Ace, Lady Vet, Candidate, Cherokee Hanover, Bionic Trick, and Blue Again. They're at the top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Precious Ace plugs out looking for the lead. Aiken Hot Heels down on the inside is 2. Lady Vet slips across the track 3. Cherokee Hanover driving 4. Blue Again looks at it from 5. Candidate is 6. And Bionic Trick at the back. They make their way past the opening 8th, and it's Aiken Hot Heels off the top by 1. Precious Ace settles and grabs a hole 2. Lady Vet looks at it from 3. Cherokee Hanover is tied up in 4. Down the back stretch to the quarter, Blue Again holds down 5. Candidate is 6, and Bionic Trick. They make their way now to the 3/8. It's Aiken Hot Heels still by 1. Opening quarter, 31 seconds flat. Precious Ace looks to the outside from 2. Lady Vet is 3. Candidate up driving on the outside is 4. Bionic Trick follows 5. Cherokee Hanover stays on the rail 6. And Blue Again gets shuffled to the back. They race in front of the grandstand to the half. Precious Ace now grabs the racetrack. Candidate up on the outside, driving hard 2. Aiken Hot Heels watches them 3. Bionic Trick tries to catch the cover 4. Lady Vet is 5. Cherokee Hanover, and at the back is Blue Again. Half raced in 102 and 2. They move now to the 5/8, and it's still Precious Ace. Shows his nose on top. Candidate puts the pressure on the outside 2. Down on the inside, 3. Aiken Hot Heels. Bionic Trick is 4. Cherokee Hanover on the outside is 5. Lady Vet and Blue Again. They race down the back stretch to the 3/4. Candidate trying to grab the top. Precious Ace hangs tough on the inside. He's fighting back. They're racing the top turn, second and final time, and it's Precious Ace back to the inside. Candidate drops back a half a length, 2. Aiken Hot Heels tries to keep up 3. Lady Vet is 4. 3/4 and 132 and 3. They're off the turn. Less than an eighth to go. It's Precious Ace bearing down. Candidate on the outside is still coming too. They're racing to the wire. Precious Ace. Candidate on the outside makes another run, and he's getting up. Precious Ace 2. It's close for 3. Could be Blue Again down on the inside. Circle now. Your unofficial winner of race 5, number 4 in your card, Candidate. 6-year-old bay pacing horse by Armbro, Omaha. Owned by Gerald Smith. Trained by Blaine McKenna. Your driver, David O'Brien. Time of the mile, 2, 3, and 1 for number 4, Candidate. 9 entries up behind the gate. Race 6, Cindy Ella, Lone Water Hobo, Bucky's Bryden, Amity Charge, West River Again, Pepper Allen, Fit and Chips, Rockin' and Rollin', and Double Dealer. They're at the top of the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing Lone Water Hobo off the gate first. Bucky's Bryden out between horses. Amity Charge in the middle of the racetrack. West River gains 40. Into the first turn, Bucky's Bryden to the top. Amity Charge up on the outside, driving 2. Lone Water Hobo looks at it from 3. Driving up now to take 3 is West River again. Lone Water Hobo is 4. Cindy Ella drives at a 5. Double Dealer looks at it from 6. Down the back stretch to the quarter. Pepper Allen holds down 7. Fittin' Chips is 8 and Rockin' and Rollin' at the back. They move past the opening quarter. Amity Charge off the top by a full length. Lone Water Hobo is 2. West River again up on the outside, driving now 3. Past the quarter in 29 seconds flat. Amity Charge off the top. West River again is 2. Bucky's Bryden looks at it from 3. Driving on the inside, and 4 is Lone Water Hobo. Up on the outside, 5, Cindy Ella. Double Dealer moves to the outside from 6. Pepper Allen is 7. Fittin' Chips and Rockin' and Rollin'. They move now to the 5/8. It's still Amity Charge. Bucky's Bryden is still 2. West River again goes a tough trip on the outside, 3. Lone Water Hobo down on the inside, 4. Cindy Ella on the outside is 5. Double Dealer looks at it from 6. Pepper Allen is 7. Fittin' Chips and Rockin' and Rollin'. Down the back stretch to the 3/4 after a half and a minute. Amity Charge still looks strong. Off the front end by a full length. Driving 2 is Bucky's Bryden. Up on the outside, 3 deep, 3 is Cindy Ella. Lone Water Hobo. Down on the inside is 4. West River again drops back 5. Double Dealer is 6. Fittin' Chips is 7. Pepper Allen and Rockin' and Rollin'. 3/4 raced in 1:31 and 4. Amity Charge still the best off the top. Bucky's Bryden stays with them too. Way on the outside, coming quickly now is Rockin' and Rollin' through the stretch. Amity Charge is closing it out. They're racing on home. It's Amity Charge. In for 2 is Bucky's Bryden. Lone Water Hobo is 3. Race 6, number 4 on your card, Amity Charge. 6-year-old bay pacing horse by Amity Chef, owned by the GLB stable, trained by Robert Took. Danny O'Brien makes his 3rd trip back to the winner's circle this afternoon, this time with Amity Charge in 2:02 and 3/5. 8 entries up behind the gate. Race 7, Sicily, Chems Reserve, True Pleasure, Tarwin Ready, LF Beauty, Bel Canto, Holly's Or Wave, and BC's Majestic. They're at the top of the stretch, and here they come. They're off and racing. Sicily off the gate first, looking for the lead. BC's Majestic down on the inside is 2. Chems Reserve is 3. True Pleasure on the outside is 4. Tarwin Ready is 5. Bel Canto way on the outside is 6. LF Beauty is 7. Off the turn, they drive down the backstretch, trailing is Holly's Or Wave. Up on the front end is Sicily by a full length. BC's Majestic is there too. Now settling into 3 is True Pleasure. Looking at it from 4 is Chems Reserve. Driving at a 5 is Tarwin Ready. They move on past the opening quarter. Bel Canto looks at it from 6. They make their way past the quarter in 30 and 3/5. It's Sicily off the top by 1. BC's Majestic still pacing at a 2. True Pleasure is 3. Chems Reserve 4. Tarwin Ready moves to the outside from 5. Driving at a 6 is LF Beauty. Off the turn. Racing now in 7 as they make their way in front of the grandstand is Holly's Or Wave, and Bel Canto trails. They move now to the 5/8. It's still Sicily by 1. Driving 2 on the inside is BC Majestic, the half in 1:01 and 4. True Pleasure looks at it from 3. Tarwin Ready up on the outside. 4. Chems Reserve is 5. LF Beauty's out, covered up in 6. Holly's Or Wave and Bel Canto down the back stretch to the 3/4. It's still Sicily off the top. BC's Majestic stays with them too. Up on the inside, 3. is True Pleasure. Tarwin Ready on the outside is 4. Chem's Reserve is 5. LF Beauty 6 3/4 and 133 and a fifth. Sits Still Sicily. BC's Majestic on the outside now takes aim at the leader. They're off the turn, less than an eighth to go. Sicily still the best. BC's Majestic bears down on the outside. Racing home to the wire, Cecily. BC's Majestic takes dead aim. Racing to the wire, Cecili's holding on. BC's Majestic 2. True Pleasure gets the 3. Your unofficial winner of race 7, number 1 in your card, Sicily. 5-year-old bay pacing mare by BG's Bunny, owned by Steve Morton, trained and driven by Jason McDougall. Time of the mile, 2, 3, and 3 for number 1, Sicily. Nine entries up behind the gate. Light and Warrior, Entirely Mike's, Timmy My Boy, Magian Maverick, Fleet Director, Swing Or, Sterling Or, Unfair Advantage, and NS Playboy. They're at the top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Timmy My Boy out first, looking for the lead. Fleet Director in the middle of the racetrack. Entirely Mike's between horses. Light and Warrior down on the inside, comes out of it off the top. Timmy My Boy's parked up on the outside too. Entirely Mike's drives 3. Fleet Director is 4. NS Playboy looks at it from 5. Swing Or drives out of 6. Magian Maverick is 7. Unfair Advantage is 8. Down the backstretch with Sterling Or trailing. They race past the opening quarter. Timmy My Boy steps up and grabs the top. Light and Warrior lets him go, well raced it at 2. Entirely Mike's is a length back in 3. NS Playboy looks at it 4. Fleet Director is 5. Swing Or is 6. Unfair Advantage is moving up quickly now, 7. Driving 8 on the outside is Sterling Or, and Magian Maverick trails the opening quarter in 29 and 2/5. They move now in front of the grandstand for time 1. It's Timmy My Boy. Up on the outside, coming first up is NS Playboy 2. Light and Warrior is 3. Unfair Advantage is covered up in 4. Sterling Or is 5. Entirely Mike's looks at it 6. Fleet Director is 7. Magian Maverick and Swing Or trails the half, raced in 1:02. And it's still Timmy My Boy driving at 2. On the outside is NS Playboy. Unfair Advantage tips up 3 deep, and he's driving right on to the top. It's Unfair Advantage now grabbing the racetrack. NS Playboy is 2. Timmy My Boy is 3. Way on the outside, 4 is Sterling Or. Down on the inside, 5 is Fleet Director. Entirely Mike's between horses is 6. They race the top turn, second and final time, 3/4 and 133 and 2. It's Unfair Advantage with the top. Sterling Or up on the outside, pacing 2. NS Playboy is 3. Entirely Mike's gets into the action, 4. Way wide, 5 is Magian Maverick off the turn. Racing through the stretch to the wire, it's Unfair Advantage. Sterling Or, Entirely Mike's way on the outside. It's going to be Unfair Advantage, Sterling Or, and Entirely Mike's. Your official winner of race 8, number 8 in your card, Unfair Advantage. He's a 6-year-old black pacing, gelding by Dell's Fella. Owned by Ken St. John, trained by Blair Laffin. Robert Laffin does the driving. Time of the mile, 2:05 and 3 for number 8, Unfair Advantage. Nine entries up behind the gate. Race 9, No Deader, Kilkieran Jade, P.H. Sherry, Sparkling Cloud, Pomerado, Strike Us Rich, Oyster Stew, Guinness, and a Line of Fire. Here they come. They're off and racing. 5 of them leaving from the outside. Down on the inside is Kilkieran Jade looking for the top. P.H. Sherry up on the outside too. No Deader drives 3. Strike Us Rich is 4. Pacing 5 is Line of Fire. Oyster Stew on the outside 6. Sparkling Cloud is 7. Pomerado and Guinness at the back. They drive down the backstretch to the quarter. P.H. Sherry off the top by 1. Right back out to the outside goes Kilkieran Jade at a 2. Moving up 3 is Strike Us Rich. Up on the outside 4 is Oyster Stew. No Deader down on the inside looks at it 5. Line of Fire is 6. Sparkling Cloud is 7. Guinness on the outside is 8, and Pomerado trails the opening quarter in a 29 and 4/5. Back to the front end, it's Kill Jade off the top by a full length. P.H. Sherry is 2. Oyster Stew gets a parking ticket 3. Down on the inside is 4 is Strike Us Rich. On the outside 5, Line of Fire. Guinness comes 3 deep from 6. No Deader is 7. Pomerado starts up from 8, and Sparkling Cloud trails. They move past the half in 102 and 1. And it's still Kill Karen Jade. P.H. Sherry up on the inside now to grab 2. Oyster Stew on the outside is 3. Line of Fire is 4. Strike Us Rich looks at it from 5. Guinness on the outside is 6. No Deader has not used a move yet in 7. Down the backstretch, Pomerado is 8, and Sparkling Cloud. They race on to the 3/4. Kill Karen Jade still the best. P.H. Sherry has some horse down on the inside too. Line of Fire's up 3 deep from 3. Down on the inside 4 is Strike Us Rich, the 3/4 and 134 and 1. Kill Karen Jade opens up 1.5. P.H. Sherry tries to stay with them too. Off the top turn, they drive through the stretch to the wire. Kill Karen J turns it on in the front end. P.H. Sherry 2, Line of Fire in the middle of the racetrack is 3. Down on the inside, Strike Us Rich 4. At the line, it's going to be Kill Karen J. P.H. Sherry looks like Line of Fire 3. Jade, 5-year-old Bay Pacing Gelding by Oil Count. Owned by John Thompson. Lynn Privet does the training. Gary McDonald the driving. Time of the mile, 2, 4, and 1. For number 2, Kill Karen Jade. Nine entries up behind the gate. Race 10, Walk of Life, Harriator, Cocan Willie, Frank Justice, Joe Sixpacks, Paradox, Traveler, Ruffets, Cashback, and Rennie's Fella. They're at the top of the stretch. Here they come. They're often facing. Harriator sticks his nose out first looking for the lead. Frank Justice goes to a break. Walk of Life down on the inside. Rennie's Fella drives up to take over 3. Way on the outside is Paradox. They race past the opening 8. Paradox up on the outside, winging on to the top. Walk of Life will let her go and race at a 2. Harriator keeps coming on the outside 3. Looking at it 4 is Rennie's Fella. Driving 5 up on the outside is Joe Sixpack. Going to a break is Cocan Willie as they race past the opening quarter. It's Walk of Life now to the top. Paradox will race at a 2. Harriator's parked on the outside in 3. Rennie's Fella down on the inside is 4. Joe Sixpack on the outside is 5. Opening quarter 29 and 4. Travelers in the flow now in 6. Driving a 7 is Ruffets, Cashback, Frank Justice, and Cocan Willie. They race on to the half. It's Walk of Life. Harriator gets a parking ticket 2. Paradox down on the inside is 3. Joe Sixpack's out covered up 4. Rennie's Fella along the rail 5. Traveler is 6. Ruffets, Cashback 7. Looking at it from 8 and moving up is Frank Justice, and trailing is Cocan Willie the half in 101 and 2. They move down the back stretch to the 3/4 and it's still Walk of Life. Harriator keeps coming on the outside too. Joe Sixpack swings up 3 deep from 3. Paradox is 4. Traveler is 5. Rennie's Fella is 6. Racing on past the 3/4 is Joe Sixpack's out in the middle of the racetrack. Harriator, he's still with them too. Walk of Life drops back 3. Racing past the 3/4 and 133 and 1. Joe Sixpack off the top. Harriator between horses is 2. Down on the inside, Walk of Life 3. Ruffets Cashback moves into the action 4. They're driving through the stretch. There's 4 of them across the track. And it's Joe Sixpack. Walk of Life back on the inside. Ruffets Cashback. It's going to be Joe Sixpack. Walk of Life. And down on the inside, it looks like Traveler gets the 3. Circle now, your unofficial winner of race 10, number 5 in your card, Joe Sixpack. 7-year-old Bay Pacing Gelding by Armbro Omaha. Owned by Walter Simmons. Trained by Blaine McKenna. Jason McDougall makes his second trip back to the winner's circle, this time with Joe Sixpack in 2:03 4/5. Seven entries up behind the gate. Race 11, Bub, Barnabas here. Mather's Blazure, General Piper, Some Nice Catch, May Contain, and Foremost Abe. Here they come. They're often pacing General Piper out first looking for the lead. Mather's Blazure between horses. Down on the inside is Bub. They drive into the first turn. Bub grabs the racetrack. Mather's Blazure now settles into 2. Barnabas here pacing 3. General Piper parked on the outside 4. May Contain is 5. Driving 6 on the inside is Some Nice Catch and Foremost Abe at the back. They drive down the backstretch to the quarter. It's Bub off the top by 1. General Piper up on the outside, pacing now at a 2. Mather's Blazure looks at it from 3. May Contain on the outside is 4. Driving 5, Barnabas here. Some Nice Catch is 6, and at the back is Foremost Abe past the opening quarter in 29 and 2/5. Bub wants the top, and he keeps it. General Piper gets a parking ticket 2. Mather's Blazure is 3. Covered up on the outside 4 is May Contain. Down on the inside 5 is Barnabas here. Some Nice Catch moves out into the action in 6, and Foremost Abe trails. They move past the half. It's still Bub the best by 1. Down on the inside now, regaining 2 is Mather's Blazure. General Piper looks at it 3 on the outside. Down on the inside 4 is Barnabas here, tipping 3 wide now. 5 is May Contain, the half. In a minute and 2/5, they make their way down the backstretch to the 3/4. It's Bub still the best. General Piper back on the outside to show his nose too. Mather's Blazure is 3. May Contain on the outside 4. Some Nice Catches 3 deep 5. Barnabas here 6, and at the back is Foremost Abe. They race the top turn, second and final time. 3/4, 132 and 2. Bub has led wire to wire. Mather's Blazure on the inside now takes over 2. General Piper hangs tough 3. May Contain swings 3 deep from 4. Off the turn, Bub is trying to close it out. Mather's Blazure moves out of the 2-hole as they race on to the wire. It's Bub. Mather's Blazure closing on the outside, but it's going to be Bub holding on. Mather's Blazure 2, and Barnabas here gets the 3. Now, your winner of the Valentine Pace, number 1 is Bub. 9-year-old brown pacing horse by Lime Time. Owned by Rolly Larkin. Trained by Darren Crow. David O'Brien does the driving. Time of the mile, 2:03. For number 1, Bub. Nine entries up behind the gate. Race 12, Yankee Paradise, Income Wilco, Cantley Speed, The Ashtonor, Township Mimi, Maud's Memory, Ease Wave, Portobello Count, and Sea Robber. Here they come. They're off in a racing. Cantley Speed grabs the racetrack. Yankee Paradise goes to a break as they leave. It's Cantley Speed off the top. Township Mimi up on the outside, driving a 2. Income Wilco down on the inside is 3. Maud's Memories parked on the outside 4. Ease Wave looks at it from 5. Donashtonor is a length back in 6. Portobello Count is 7. Sea Robber and Yankee Paradise down the backstretch. It's Cantley Speed off the top. Driving up on the outside 2 is Maud's Memory. Township Mimi looks at it 3. A length back in 4 is Income Wilco. Ease Wave is 5. Donashtonor is well back 6. Portobello Count is 7. Sea Robber is 8. And Yankee Paradise the opening quarter in 31 and 2/5. Back to the front end. Cantley Speed still the best by a half a length. Maud's Memories parked up on the outside in 2. Township Mimi looks at it from 3. Income Wilco moving to the outside from 4. Driving 5 is Ease Wave. Sea Robber up on the outside 6. Donashtonor is 7. Portobello Count is 8. And at the back after the break is Yankee Paradise. They move now to the 5/8, the half, and 103 and 4. It's Cantley Speed still the best. Down on the inside 2 is Township Mimi. Up on the outside, Maud's Memory is 3. Income Wilco second over, driving a 4. Ease Wave is 5. Sea Robber up on the outside 6. Portobello Count is 7. Donashtonor, and at the back Yankee Paradise down the back stretch to the 3/4. Income Wilco steps up 3 wide. He's challenging for the top. It's Cantley Speed. In come Wilco, takes dead aim and drives on to the top by a half a length. 3/4 and 137 and 1. Cantley Speed fights back gamely on the inside to regain the top. In come Wilco is still 2. Township Mimi is yet to make a move, 3. Ease Wave moves in the action, 4. Off the turn, Cantley Speed is trying to close it out. Township Mimi squeezes through, 2. Down on the inside, it's going to be Cantley Speed, Township Mimi, and in come Wilco. Now your unofficial winner of race 12, number 3 in your card, Cantley Speed. 6-year-old. Chestnut pace and gelding by DeSoto Drummond. Owned by Paul Lanigan and Earl Smith. Earl Smith does the training and driving. Time of the mile, 2:09 for number 3, Cantley Speed.